Hello and welcome back. I am the organizer advisor, Lisa Winfield, your organizational advocate to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. Today, we're going to get a little soft and cozy. We're going to talk about our linens. Now, we normally store our linens in a linen closet, but wherever you're going to store your linens, we want to clean and prep that space, and then we're going to gather all of our linens, then we're going to group them, then we go through them, and then we put them in our dedicated space so that they're neat, organized, and they uplift instead of diminish our energy. Okay, so before we go group everything, we're just going to take them one at a time. So we're going to be talking about our towels, our sheets, our pillowcases, our pillows, as well as our blankets and bedding. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go gather our towels. So gather your towels, or if you want to just take them and put them in a laundry basket as you clean your linen closet. Towels look neat and inviting when they are folded the same way, and I like to put my fold side facing out because it looks neater than this, and also I like the ends the same way. So neatly stacked, these towels look inviting. It makes your space look organized. You want to make sure your towels are clean. You want to make sure they smell fresh and that they're inviting for you and for your family and guests. So go through your towels. If they're really badly stained, or they're worn, or they're starting to fray, maybe it's time to use some of our financial savings that we have in our savings account and purchase some new towels, because towels are uplifting. When you get out of a shower or a bath and you go to get a towel, you want it to be clean, fresh, fragrant, and soft. So if you need to put towels on your focus shopping list, just go through your towels and make sure they're all in good condition, they're not fraying, and that they smell good. If you need to tumble them in the dryer to freshen them, you can add a damp fabric softening sheet and just tumble them in the dryer, and that's going to freshen them up. Okay, so create a place in your linen closet or in your bathroom where you can neatly stack your towels. I have open shelving in my bathroom where I stack my towels, so it's really important that the towels stay nicely folded and neat. I also like to have the same pattern, so the same type of towel. So I buy quite a few towels so that they're all the same. That way when they stack neatly, then they look uniform, and that gives a nice cohesive look to your space. Okay, so next we're going to talk about sheets and linens. Bed linen. So I always encourage a mattress protector because mattresses are big investments, and you want to make sure that you protect it from any kind of spills or any kind of staining. So invest in a good quality soft mattress protector. Then also you want to have pillow protectors, and we're going to talk about this in a minute, but if you can't find pillow protectors, which are the zippered covers that go over your pillows, you can use 2 pillowcases. That way it's going to protect your pillows, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. But let's talk about our sheets. Now, one of the most common issues that I see when I go in to organize a linen closet is sheets just crammed in the closet. They're not necessarily put together in sets, and what happens is you put them in the closet, one falls over, and so you just shove something else. You can't find the pillowcases to them because they're in a different part of the closet, so it gets a little bit chaotic, and so then you get frustrated. So what I suggest is to fold your sheets neatly and keep your sets together, and instead of just putting them in the closet in a stack, you may want to tie a little ribbon around them to keep them nice and snug and secure so they don't topple over, and they stack neatly. Then when you go to get your sheets and pillowcases, you literally just grab the whole bundle. That way you keep your pillowcases with your sheets and everything stays nice and tidy. Otherwise they topple over and then it becomes a little bit of a mess. You can do this with multiple sets of sheets. I think the recommendation is 2 sets of sheets per bed. Okay, another thing, fold side. I like to have the fold side facing out because it looks much neater than the back side, just like pillows. Okay, speaking of pillows, let's talk about pillows. Now, pillows are critical to a good night's sleep. So you want to make sure that your pillows are comfortable for you. Everybody has a different preference when it comes to pillow height, softness, and the depth of the pillow, the internal stuffing of the pillow. It's all a personal preference, and find what works for you. I sleep with feather pillows. I have my whole life, and I just have to have a feather pillow. So this one is from my guest room. It's nice and fluffy. Now, if I were to want to use a pillow protector, you can slip the pillow protector on and then zip it up. Now, if you're using a feather pillow, I suggest using 2 pillow protectors. Why? Because feather pillows are difficult to wash. They're very heavy, they're very difficult to dry. So I would have the double protection on the pillow protectors so that I don't have to wash them that frequently. Okay, so if you have no pillow protectors and you just don't have them, you can use pillowcases, which are very inexpensive, and you can put the pillowcase on one way. Of course, we're going to turn this upside down. Make sure your pillowcases fit your pillow and that they're fresh. I like to use a little bit of linen spray, and I just spray my pillows. So this would be 1 layer of protection, but I suggest 2 layers. So if you don't have a pillow protector and then a pillowcase, you can use 2 pillowcases. I just put the end that's open into the second pillowcase first, so that it doesn't come unraveled at the very end. It's going to stay nice and tucked in, and so you just have one end that's open. Okay, so now we have a double layer of protection. You can get allergy pillowcases or pillow protectors, so it will help with allergies. I try not to wash my pillows that often, although you can. It just tends to clump up the stuffing, and if you're washing a feather pillow, you can run the risk of that fabric opening up, and then you have a huge mess in your washer and your dryer with a ton of feathers that could be a fire hazard. So you can air out your pillows, but if you use double pillow protection, oftentimes you won't have to wash them, and it would almost be easier to replace them. So another thing is, if you have guests or even for yourself, if you're going to, I suggest just putting some makeup wipes by the bed so that your guests can remove their makeup with a makeup wipe before they get into bed, so that way it doesn't get all over your towels, blankets, and pillows and pillowcases, because makeup sometimes can stain and it's very difficult to get the stains out. So nobody gets offended if you put makeup wipes there by the bed or in the bathroom, and then, I mean, most people know that's what they're for now. Okay, so now we're going to talk about blankets. Now, blankets can be big and bulky, and again, they can just topple over in the linen closet, making it very difficult to remove them without you know, pulling everything down on top of yourself, or it will also, they'll clump together and then they'll hide something behind them, and then you're looking for it and you can't find it. So again, you may want to just use a ribbon. I just use these little gossamer ribbons, and you can tie your blankets together once you fold them. And I put the fold side out. I'm a cottage girl, so I have a lot of quilts. In fact, let me show you this beautiful quilt that was made by my mother-in-law, and this is a log cabin quilt that Barbara Winfield made. Thank you, Barbara. This was our wedding gift, and I absolutely love it. I don't use it much because it's just such a beautiful, beautiful quilt. Very important treasure to me. So you can stack your blankets nice and neat. Again, these little inexpensive ribbons are going to keep everything looking nice and neat in your linen closet. Now, you can air out your blankets periodically. I like to just kind of hang mine out on the line because I live in the country, and it's kind of the country feel, but you want to make sure they're fresh. If you aren't able to hang your linens out for freshening, you can freshen them in your dryer. Just put them on a low setting. I put a damp dryer sheet in your dryer, and that's going to really freshen and remove any kind of lint or fuzz or anything that would be particulate matter when you go to lay down and use your blankets. You want them as little lint as possible. So stack all of your blankets nice and neatly. Make sure that the fold side is out so they look neatly. Again, this is a quilt, has matching pillowcases, so I just tied the pillowcases with the quilt. That way I have everything together, and all of my linens will stay nice and straight and won't topple over in my linen closet. So I think that is all I wanted to talk about today. So, you know, today is going to be our kind of our linen closet day. We've gotten everything primed and ready to go. So have some fun. You can even decorate that space, put some pretty bars of soap out, maybe nice couple of bottles of bubble bath or your bath bombs, something to make it spa-like and inviting, so that when you open that door, you feel calm, you feel serene, and it's inviting and it's uplifting, as opposed to something that is just overwhelming and chaotic and has lots of clutter that makes you want to avoid that space. Okay, so those are my suggestions for today. And I will post a video about linen closet cleaning, every nook and cranny cleaning. But now that we've gotten our linens organized, it's going to be a wonderfully inviting place, and it's going to make us feel so cozy and uplifted, which is what we're all about. Okay, so today is Wednesday, hair care day, so deep condition your hair, use some of those hair products. Also, it's 20 minutes of exercise, hydrate, take vitamins or supplements if you subscribe to that practice, eat clean, and take time for stillness, meditation, quiet, prayer, whatever makes you feel calm, collected, rested, and reassured. All right, friends, I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you.